So we put these mahogany blanks through the plane. They've come out to length, about 8 centimetres long, 30 inches, 35 millimetres wide, and these are about 5.5 millimetres thick. Is that I'll cut all the way down the length and I'll bevel off the bottom edge. I'm going to put all the kerfs in before I saw along the middle because it saves the time. We're going to move over to the bandsaw now. I've set up a jig and we'll see how that works. So this is how we make our kerfing. We've got our mahogany blanks. We want perpendicular cuts all the way through. So I've just prepared a block. I sawed through the block as far as I needed to go. I'll show you from this angle. As far as I needed to go to give me around the back a 4.5 millimetre spare. That's because I know that my mahogany blank is 5 millimetres and I want to saw within 0.5 millimetre of the back of these blocks. I then did another cut into which I've just placed a Stanley knife blade. That blade is about 6 mil away from my original cut, and that's going to space my kerfing lines. So you can see once the block is in place, I've got 4.5 millimetres of cut depth. Just clamp that in place. Put the first cut in by eye. Okay, so we've put our mahogany blank through the bandsaw, through that jig, and you can see that we have kerfing that's reasonably round. That's going to be bendy enough to go round the insides of our guitar, I'm pretty sure. Before we cut it to shape, I want to bevel the sides. Now I like to leave about 1 millimetre on the sides here and start the bevel from about 10 millimetres up. So I'm just going to quickly draw some pencil marks to guide to. This is just to reduce the weight of the kerfing. We've got a lot of structure in here. And then mahogany is already quite lightweight anyway. There's no point in carrying extra passengers. I'm going to bevel both sides and then my final will be cutting right down the middle. Just going to take a wee little hand block plane, put it on my shooting board, So we've got that nice bevel all the way down. It's still a bit rough, So we just take a sanding block and put a little bit of a curve all the way around, taking out a few of those harsh edges and angles that we put in with the plane. I've got 4 edges of these to do. I'll just quickly complete the remaining 3 and then we'll saw them in half and that'll be our kerfing done. So we've planed a nice bevel onto the kerfing. We cut it at around 35mm wide. Taking allowances for the width of the bandsaw, we should be able to set up the fence to 17mm, cut right down the middle and have 4 reasonably good pieces of kerfing. Let's go and do that now. And I'm pretty sure that's going to cut a 17mm gap. Put on. And here we have our 4 pieces of kerfing. The tops of the kerfing are still a little bit rough sawn. We're not going to worry about that because we're going to glue them to the sides slightly proud and level them all down to the sides of the guitar anyway. But those are going to be super effective